Hello everyone, my name is Hardik Radodia. Today I am going to talk about student loan forgiveness. Actually, it is very clear we have a student loan debt crisis on our hand, but that doesn't mean all experts agree on how to turn things around. When someone believes student borrowers should pull up their bootstrap and pay off their loans the hard way, other experts believe existing student loan forgiveness plans like public service loan forgiveness are better solution to the problem. On the top of that, some are quick to remind everyone that we already have income-driven payment plan that let low learner pay a percentage of their discrimination for 20 to 25 years before having their remaining balance wiped away. Most of people doesn't realize there are over 80 ways to get out of student loan forgiveness today. Then there are politicians like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren who says that existing student loan debt should be forgiven, at least for some of us, and that college should be free. The problem with broad student loan forgiveness plans are, unfortunately, these of us who have been around for a while know just how expensive free stuff can be. Even Elizabeth Warren admits her plan would cost 1.2 trillion over 10 years. A tab taxpayer are expected to handle on top of everything else. Of course, there is a plan to tax those other folks to pay off all of this. A 2% annual tax of 75,000 families with $50 million or more in wealth, according to Warren's according to Warren's own details. Those who have been paying attention already know how that's going to work out. The original plan is to tax other people for giant entitlement program and new initiatives, but everything costs more than people think. And those costs trickle down to hit everyone if you give them enough time. But costs and rising tax bill are only two problems that will like student loan forgiveness on such broad scale. There are much more egregious moral hazard to be aware of, hazards that could lead to a worldwide of consequences for pretty much everyone involved and especially taxpayers. There are certain problems like blanket loan forgiven reward people who overpaid for their degree. One of the biggest moral hazard of Warren's plan that is punish people who put their college degree to good use, as in to earn lots of money. With Warren's plan, households with an income of $1 lakh would have up to $50,000 in student loan debt forgiveness, but forgiveness would be phased for household who earn between $1,000 to $2,50,000 finally. Household with income higher than $2,50,000 will have no loan forgiveness due to this. Due to the way this plan is set up, family with two doctor and top tier earning would be left to fend for themselves. This is despite the fact they probably spent 8 plus years in school so they could learn to save people's life. On the flip side, someone who borrowed $1,50,000 for a bachelor degree in general studies and work only part time would likely see some of their loans forgiven. How is that? There is another problem. If you are asking taxpayer to pay for individual decisions, according to financial attorney of time law, it really boils down to the fact that you are asking taxpayer to cover individual decisions regardless of how good or bad they are. And the fact the plan only involves additional tax for the rich right now is a sign of higher cost for all of us down the road. As we have seen, the rich have a way working to minimize the tax consequences, and the middle class is often hit the worst. Time. She believes the plan is being sold similarly to the mortgage modification loan forgiveness program the government offered just a few years ago. So many fell through the cracks, and things were often made worse for the mortgages. So many fell through the cracks, and things were often made worse for the mortgages. Satan. So, as the final thoughts, while we do not bold action to help those who are struggling with student loan debts, total student loan forgiveness is not the solution, and will only create a moral hazard problem for current borrowers and future students. Alternatives like reforming public service loan forgiveness, student loan borrowing caps, addressing return alternatives like reforming public service loan forgiveness, student loan borrowing caps, addressing return on investment of the educational cost, and helping borrowers who may have been victim of unscrupulous schools are likely better solution to the situation.